So in front of me, see we have two weed eater heads. Why? We're going to go over something very simple but yet kind of frustrating and complicated if you make it complicated. So first thing first, of course you see this here, so I'm going to be talking about this today. This is the grass Gator trims and edge replacement trimmer head. So it's basically a replacement for a OEM weed eater head if you have any issues with it, which if you cut grass a lot, especially being rainy season right now, or you do lawn care, anything like that, if you're dealing with these designs, they are very prone to certain issues. So let's go over that first. So first thing first, with these, we have a basic design. You slap it on the ground or so while you weed eating or so, more string is supposed to be expelled. But a lot of times what we get is the front piece, washer, nut, whatever you want to call it, it wears down a lot, or it gets damaged from the constant bumping on the ground to the point where it either eats away, damaging the surface of the head, or it fly off and go somewhere where you can't find it ever again. So that's what happened to this one. Or you can have them, as I said, that just break apart, or with these a lot too, the spring that's on the inside of this, it can start recoiling or it can get damaged as well with all of that constant slapping on the ground to expel more string. The wear and tear on it, if you use it on a constant basis, is very much, and these always fail for that reason. So unless you go and buy a whole new head, which this is the Ryobi expanded line, um, you might have a better chance just buying a whole new engine base and a weed eater head from Home Depot or so, or wherever you can get yours from, because it might end up cheaper that way and less headache, other than trying to buy a new one and replacing it, and then you come into a lot of other issues also, because for some reason they don't come off that easy, and when they do come off you might have other unforeseen issues until you remove everything. So it's a very basic design, been used for years and years, but if you like me, you don't want to necessarily deal with all of this again, because sometimes the as I say, if the spring loading doesn't work out, so it basically stopping every minute, dragging out the spring, dragging out the string so you can cut whatever, and that's wasting time and it's very tedious, and nobody don't really have no time for that, can't take botheration, you understand? So anyway, plan B is to get something like this, very cheap. Get it from Amazon. They have a whole bunch of different designs on eBay, Amazon, wherever you they sell this type of merchandise. You can find them in different designs and applications, but basically the same principle. So the one I went with, I said let me try, and I already use it, and honestly I like it. It's a little bit stronger than some of the other ones that me already try already. Is this grass Gator. So as you can see, it's very simple. What I had to do to this is that nut right down here, which is a 17, and this is the head that came off of it. This is also a 17, but I actually use a little different wrench, like a pipe wrench, to get this one off because of accessibility. And then to reach the one down here, I use a 17 skinny wrench, and you basically do it counterclockwise to remove it, and clockwise to put it back on, and sometimes vice versa depending on where you're sitting also. So basically this, you want to send this or push it to loosen it, you want to send this clockwise. So yeah, as I said, grass gate, I got this one from Amazon. It came with all of these pieces, washer, all of these little different nuts, and then this spacer plastic, so it can fit a lot of different applications. It says a universal kit. you might have to find an extra bolt or whatever it is if everything in this little kit doesn't work for you. But as you can see, it's very simple, lightweight, definitely lighter than that, lighter than this one. So very easy install. With this one, you can actually have 4 heads of string that you basically push. See how easy that is? You basically push it through and it will just slide through the other side. I cut them about 5 inches to 7 inches, then I send them through and they're about that size. So I mean, they've been cutting for a good amount of time before they weigh down. We have to change them, and to change them, as you can see, is fairly simple. I haven't had any issues where they get so low that I can't reach anything to the point where I have to use a pliers or something and try and jerk it out. So that's pretty good. A lot of the other designs, they have a lot of issues with that. So I would definitely recommend this product if you want to go with something cheaper. Don't expect it to last as long as those, but at the same time, those you might not have them last that long, depending on the wear and tear that you put on them, or if they just fail themselves. So I mean, it's worth a try, because that can work or it can't work, and this one, it can work or it can't work, depending on what exactly you're using it for, or if you get lucky or not. Hopefully you do. I've been using it for a little bit now and it's been fine for me. Inexpensive. I think it was $20 to $30 online, different, selling for different prices. Just make sure you find yourself the most reasonable one. Try it out for yourself. If it work for you, work for you. If it don't, send it back. But I haven't had any issues with it, and I would definitely recommend it. Cheap little solution instead of buying a whole new headpiece, or buying this headpiece and having to pay almost $60 to $80 just to replace that, and then you're going to be faced with the same issues shortly down the road of the spring or that headpiece coming off again. I would say something like this is it's a worth trying. I would try it if I were you. So yeah, man, try the thing. Grass Gator. Till next time. Alright.